millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
First down, Dallas.
On first down, Fields. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. From the gun, Fields. He'll find Metcalf. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go. Let's do it. Mike, what's that? 20. Kill. Turn it up. Great.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. 8. Echo. Why? Get it.
Harris. And some room to run now. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Ready. Here we go. Take 4. 8.
On first down, it's Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Show it up. Show it up.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 3, Lions nothing.
Ready? Ready? Gun. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Like 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Rip left. Out.
They'll try and run with Harris, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try to run with Harris, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Their own 37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. throwing on first down. Fields. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Fields. Open man is Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's go, fellas.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You must be getting tired of this. 51's Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's checking. He's sick. Now. No. Check 9. Go. 22, jet cover. 22, jet.
2nd and 4. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's it. Number 80. I'm coming. 8. Rush in. Great. Rush in.
Off the play fake. Newton. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Fields. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Newton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Harris, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike 5, Mike 5. Come on. Check. Mike 5. Here we go, D. Mike 5.
Here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cowboys have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields. No, It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Set, ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down.
Here we go. Now look. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 52.
Throwing again. Fields. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown!
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on 1st down, Newton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead,
but he's into the clear. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake. Newton throwing deep for Galladay. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Gun.
They run for it with Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check. Fresno. Great.
to throw again. Newton. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 5.
Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check. Crouch. Watch this go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off the bootleg. Fields rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Off play action. Fields. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go.
That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
CC3otw's. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like a. She support, bruh, lifting up.